I'm on here early. It's almost scary. Welcome, everybody. I am Donna from Purple Pinky Promises. I'm waiting for people to hop on. I'm actually a couple minutes early, so if you're catching the replay, you might want to fast forward. Because I'm just going to sit here for a few minutes, waiting for people to hop on and getting my bearings straight, because when I'm organized, I get a little bit scared. It does kind of make me go, what's going to happen? What am I missing? But I think I'm actually organized. Anyway. All right. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Yay. How was your weekend? Did you have a nice weekend? Thank you to all the people who have served our country. That includes my husband. So, yes, shout out to all the military and their families. Hi, Lindy. Good evening to you. Yay. Thanks for joining me. Welcome. Well, since I have a couple of people already on, well, I'm still a minute early. I know it's kind of, I don't know, was that 2 weeks in a row? Oh, thank you. I guess I could walk through the calendar project while we're waiting for people to hop on. This was this month's. This was the month of May, and this was April's, and this was March, and this was February, and this was January. So we are doing, the project is kind of perpetual, like it's ongoing throughout the year. And so at the end of every month, I am creating a calendar piece for the following month. And so we are creating the June calendar tonight. At the end of the year, I kind of plan on doing a live where I tie everything together and show you ways to use your calendar pieces, because they're little works of art, and you know, not necessarily can you really use the 2025 portion of it, but I'm going to give you a few ideas on how to use the calendar, and also the actual, well, I'm just going to give you some ideas. I'm not going to spoil it. So, all right, without further ado, we are actually on time and ready to start here. So I'm going to walk you through what I'm using tonight, what's in my head. Hopefully will come out as planned. But I am using the Beach Tote die along with Beach Tote, well, I'm not going to use the Beach Tote die. I'm going to use the Beach Tote Sentiments. And I'll probably be using one, maybe two elements from this one. This is the Postage Collage Beach Days. I'll be using some of the scents on here from the Postage Collage Fall. We are using Postage Collage Beach Days Stencil. We're going to use the Happy Waves panel die, and I actually already have this panel die cut out and ready to go. I have cut it out from this Silky Sky mirror satin effect. It's a satin effect mirror card stock, and so that we have done. I have also cut out a background to go behind it from this Die Cuts with a View Holographics matte stack. And that I have cut to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And it's kind of this shimmery, watery look, which is really pretty. I love it. And last but not least, we are going to use the Postage Collage die, which I have already pre-cut. It is ready to go, and I will be stenciling with that. I've picked out my colors for this stencil. I'm going to walk you through those real quick, and then we'll get down to brass tacks. So we are going to be using Cashmere, Blue Raspberry, and I have grouped these according to which stencil it goes on. Sorry about the flickering lights. If it starts to flicker, my apologies. Then I have Hoodie, Oh Boy, Uptown, and Minted. We have Fiesta Blue, Tiara, Aquatini, and Coral Cabana. Some nice, fun, beachy colors picked out for this. I hope that it all comes together the way I planned for it to. And last but not least, I have picked out these metallic matte gold pearls from Pinkfresh, thinking maybe the teeny tiny ones, I might use that for like sand on the beach. Maybe, we'll see how that rolls, if it kind of falls into place. Okay, I think we are ready. The first thing I do want to do is I am going to go work on my Postage Collage Die. And I am pulling out my stencils and my stamp. I am planning on stamping this and using one of these as a sentiment piece. You'll kind of see what I'm doing here. There are a couple here that I'm not going to use. I'm only going to stencil these, but I'm going to use this one for my sentiment. And then I can cut them all out and they look very kind of uniform-ish for the project. All right, so let's get started. I want to make sure I don't forget. Actually, I'm going to pull out. I'm going to stamp this first. So I'm going to pop my stamp wheel, pop this down. Get this rolling. Put this here. It's not really a big deal that it's not. I just want to make sure I'm stamping straight. Hope that's straight. Looks straight to me. I'm eyeballing it. So, I am glad that you are enjoying the calendar projects, Lindy. Thank you. All right, so I have picked Eat, Sleep, Beach, Repeat, and I just thought that would be really, really cute for this, and it fits. This one would also, well, no, not so well. So this one fits right in here. I'm going to pull it towards me here so I can get it lined up. It fits really nicely within this piece. I just thought it would be kind of interesting and different to use this as my die cut for my sentiment that's going to go on this. Hopefully it's straight. It looks straight. Straight is going to be, I think that. Nope, I messed it up. I moved it. I shouldn't have moved it. I think I got it now. I think I do. Might need to come down just a smidge. Do y'all ever like touch your stamps and then mess them up? It's so frustrating. Okay, I am going to get my stamp wheel in the grooves down here at the bottom. Y'all can't see it because it's moved there. See, I'm getting them in this groove, lined up, and then I'm going to press it down and pick up my stamp, flip it over, and I am going to ink this baby up. I am using VersaFine Clair Nocturne, which might need some ink. Re-inking maybe? Who knows? Maybe. But the beautiful thing about the stamp wheel is that we can always repeat stamp because it's going to go right back where it belongs. And I am going to stamp it one more time because I like a nice black and crisp image. don't think I'm gonna need my stamp wheel anymore. I think that is gonna be it for tonight. So the rest of the stuff that I'm gonna do with stamping is gonna be hand stamping. Oh, wish me luck. So I'm just gonna hand cut these out when I am ready for them. I am gonna kind of dry this off because it is a pigment and it can smear if you don't get it good and dry. And I am using a nice smooth paper that absorbs ink nicely. But this is a pigment. This VersaFine Clair is a pigment ink, and it can sit on the surface and smear if you don't get it good and dry. Okay, I think it's ready. I am using my Altenew 9x12 Ultra Sticky Matte, grid mat, to do my stenciling. If you have never used one of these, they are fantastic. The stamp wheel one comes with this is the same thing here that's in your stamp wheel. This size mat also fits right inside a Stamparatus. So if you are a Stampin' Up! Person, or if you have a Stamparatus, that mat fits in there beautifully, just to let you know. So the 2.0 also comes with a sticky mat as well. All right, we have the Postage Collage Beach Days Stencil. And I'm just going to kind of point out as best as I can. I think I'm going to use this. It might be a little shiny, but oh well. So I'm going to kind of just point out to you what Waffle Flower has done. Oh, that's terrible. Let's find something different. Let's do this. This will be better. Okay. So on here, what Waffle Flower has done is they have labeled each of these what you are going to ink up. This says sand, so this is going to be your sand. This is going to be your sky. I don't know if you can see that etching on there, but how wonderful is that? This is going to be your water. So this is stencil number 1 out of 3. So that's kind of where I know. So each of these have little has etching on it, so you know what you're inking up, which I thought was very genius of them to do that. So here we go. And by the way, it does fit perfectly. I have one, I know it's fantastic. It's like 7.5 by 7.5, and it fits perfectly into the Stamparatus. Okay, where am I? Find my etching. My etching is going to go right on top of my my lines here, and I'm crooked. So give me 1 second. Excuse me while I move my mat down just a sec while I kind of get it closer to me so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. Un momento, por favor. Move it up a little. And I'll show you what I've done once I get this laid down and ready to go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'll kind of know if it's not. Okay, so I'm going to show you here. So there's some etching right along each of these pieces. It's a line, and it goes right on top of your little hash marks that your stitch marks that are on your die. So that kind of tells me that I'm actually in place. Now this is going to grip, and it's going to work nicely. Let's see. One thing I did not do was grab my tape, because I do have specific tape I want to use. Because I am going to do some masking. And I thought that would be perfect to use my tape for masking. Okay, so I have sky here, but I don't want ink to get into this little territory right here. So I'm just gonna put my tape here and I'm gonna mask it off. And I'm gonna go with sky. This is gonna be sand, and this is gonna be sand. So I'm only doing these three. I'm not doing this one. And I don't need to have anything masking that because they're both, these both are gonna be sand. So I'm gonna start with my sand, which I'm using Cashmere for that. And I'm just gonna dip into here. And I can also use my mat to kind of get off the starkness of my ink. And I'm gonna go light-handed at first. This ink color is just beautiful. I liken it to, oh, and it looks like I'm gonna have an edge too. I kind of liken it, which is fine with me. It's almost toast, like a nice light toast. Butter, not, you know, like a toast, butter and toast that you would eat. It reminds me of like a toasted brown color, really pretty. Would be great for your cookies at Christmas if you're doing a project with cookies. And I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm not, I mean, I could reuse it for something, but tonight I'm just not gonna worry about it. I might wanna be careful with that though. So we're going to mask. So if you have like a stamp that's a Christmas cookie type stamp, this would be a really good color for that because you could go really light with it or you can just go dark with it. So that's a perfect sand color and I like the name, Cashmere. I don't know, it's one of those, feels like a fancy word. So now I'm gonna kind of look at this to see if these, oh yeah, those are gonna be pretty. I think we're gonna end up doing that for sure. All right, Cashmere, we're coming back to you later. And now I'm gonna come in here and do my sky, which I've chosen my blue raspberry for that. So stick this here. I should probably clean that off. Just in case I, out of habit, go back to that spot. Let's get our rag. Let's get you. Okay. Here we go, blue raspberry. This is a newer color from Catherine Pooler Designs. Cashmere is one of the newer colors too. Cashmere, I think, came out before blue raspberry though. And we do have the newest colors. We're caught up on all of our colors, and there are some new colors that are getting ready to be released, just to let you know. So, and we will be picking those up. So, yay! They kind of spilled the beans on that. I believe they did. Whoopsie, I hope I didn't spill the beans, but I didn't say what colors. They kind of hinted that there would be some new colors coming out. So I'm not telling you when, but there will be some and I'll be picking those up. Okay. I think that's a nice light blue for a sky. So there we are. My blue sky. My I give it a little bit more blue. Just keep going over it a little more. And I think we'll be good. All right, that is it for stencil number 1. I'm gonna pull my tape up, I'll reuse it. Oops, well, that wouldn't be good if I pulled that off of there, would it? Those are the French fries for those seagulls, which that just cracks me up. I just think that's hilarious. I've experienced that with my grandson at the beach. I think it was chicken nuggets or something, some kind of nuggets that he had, and the mean old seagull. It was kind of funny. Okay. Now we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to actually line, now we have an image that we can use for lining up. So, oops. Give me a sec here. Lined up very good in certain places. I may have to reposition this. That's wild. That doesn't even, give me a second, folks. There. I think there's supposed to be a white line. That's what was throwing me off. There is a little white line dividing there. Well, that's kind of neat. All right. So it doesn't line up 100% to that edge. There's supposed to be a little bit of white line there. I think kind of like your foam on the water type of thing. Because everything else now lines up now that I didn't line that up perfectly to the edge. Okay. Next we have, what do I have? I wrote everything down. So I am skipping this because I'm doing something different on the 3rd stencil. And we're gonna go with this umbrella. I'm gonna do the umbrella first. We're gonna do Uptown and Minted. And I gotta get my water, so we'll do that in a minute. But first we're gonna focus on this umbrella. And I'm gonna go with Uptown first. And then we'll go with the rest here. All right. So I'm definitely going to need to mask this off. I'm gonna definitely need to mask this just because my brushes are big. And I'm gonna need another mask for the handle on my umbrella. And I need, is it raining? Oh, it's raining. Ooh, it's really raining. All right, so I just masked that all off. That's my preference. And you can, the way they've got this, here we go, this is Uptown. The 3rd stencil, it's designed to be just one color with the white in the middle, but I decided I wanted to do 2 colors and 2 separate colors. So we're going for a really fun mix of colors instead. So technically the Uptown would be on both pieces, but I'm gonna do 2 different colors for this. I'm just gonna go in really dark because this is a pretty beachy color. Uptown, which has a really green, has a green under hue. Blue, it's a green blue, a bluish green, whatever you want to call it. There's that. I went in there really, I really dove into that, didn't I? And now I'm going to mask off this piece. I still need my handle masked. And I need this masked. So I'm gonna mask that off. And we're gonna go in here with Minted, which I just thought, whew, that's so pretty. Note to self, you don't need as much ink. These Postage Collage stencils are so much fun. I love that Waffle Flower has come out with so many different ones. Okay, that is about as dark as I want it. So Waffle Flower does have a release coming out next week, and I've already placed my order for it, and I will be picking up some of the back items that we hadn't picked up yet for the Postage Collage. So we'll be all caught up with all the Postage Collage with this next release. So it will be on its way. I think it's supposed to be shipped tomorrow. So we have a pretty big order in, and I picked up quite a bit of Waffle Flower. So I kind of went whole hog there. All right. So that's kind of wild. All right. Let's do the water. So I'm just going to cover this off, and we're going to get the water. And I believe I picked out Oh Boy for the water. So I'm going to bear with, clean that up. So let's get that. Oh, I gotta get my handle, almost forgot. And we're gonna put some tape here. Almost forgot. Some pretty ocean water here. Right now, the Midwest is producing its own water in the form of rain. Hi, Candy. Welcome. Yay. All right, so let's get back to this. You got here just in time. I'm still stenciling my my Waffle Flower project here. This is the Beach Days Postage Collage. So here we go. Just throw those brushes all over there so they can sit out of the way. Clean up. We're using Hoodie for our handle, and right here for our umbrella. I have a story about an umbrella at the beach. Our umbrella came unhinged and started doing the whole rolling thing, and I was the one that went running after it. My daughter-in-law said that I was hilarious running after that thing, dragging it back. Yes. Okay. All right. The stencil is done. We're skipping this, and I'm going straight. See how that's a white little kind of like your water, your foam. Okay, and that's intentional, the white part. And I guess we could, we could try to mask some of that off and give it some more color, but I'm liking it. I'm into that. So let's do we're gonna mask this off. And this is where we're really gonna get creative with some colors. I'm gonna go in with 3 different colors. Oops, I gotta cover that up there. I think I got it. We're all covered up. So now I'm gonna do my sand first. I'm just gonna come down here and do the sand because it looks like it's gonna be the easiest thing to do. Anyway, Candy, you missed it. I'm picking up some waffle flour. This next release that comes out next week, there's more Postage Collage in that release. So I will be picking that up from Waffle Flour. We have a very large order from Waffle Flour coming in. So I'm going to have to start preparing my programming for that. So, yeah. And this is cute. Super cute. Super, super cute. All right. Cashmere is done. And I'm going to cover this up, and I'm going to do this blue. We'll get these 2 out of the way. I'm all covered up there. Really good. So now here are my colors for this one. Cashmere's done, I think. Am I right? Yeah, this is Stencil 3, and I've already done the cashmere on it. So now, Fiesta. We're going to use this one for the waves of water. So we've got some Fiesta Blue. Let's clean this up. I believe we have. Okay. Picked a dark blue to kind of fill in. I don't need a lot. I don't know why I dug into there so deep. All right. Well, that's pretty. So our water is Oh Boy, and this is Fiesta Blue. They look really nice together, complement each other really nicely. Okay, those are done. So now we're going to mask this. And I'm going to dig into these umbrellas. I have 3 colors picked out for my umbrella. I have Tiara, Aquatini, and Coral Cabana. And I'll just be masking those off. So I will probably end up with 2 of one color. So I've decided that the smaller one will be the repeat, and then the other 2. So unless I want to do 4 colors. And I think I just might do that. I think I'm going to do Fiesta Blue. I think let's do 4 colors. Let's just make it even. All right. So I'm going to start with, I need a bigger piece. Where'd my tape go? I am going to start with this Fiesta Blue since I have it out. I'm going to make it one of the smaller one. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that. To use 2 separate pieces of tape like so. Okay, so since I have my Fiesta, oh my gosh, I've got ink all over my hands, you guys. Woo woo. I probably had plenty on my brush. I didn't need to dip it back. So we're going to go Fiesta Blue here, and then we're going to go Fiesta Blue over here. So let's take that piece and do that. I'm probably going to end up using all this tape anyway, so we're just going to go in here with all the ink we have on here, and I've got plenty of ink there. All right. I'm glad I decided to go with that. Now, next color. We're going to go in here with, let's go with Coral Cabana. I'm going to go right here with that color, just kind of mask that off. Yeah, I'm gonna kind of mask that off just to be on the safe side. I may have covered up the tip here. I need to, there we go. All right, here we go. Coral Cabana, here we come. I have ink, because this has ink on the, good gravy. By the way, folks, these really stick to your mats. And then you can, instead of having a green thumb, I have a blue thumb. I'm gonna have a rainbow thumb before this is over. Hi, Linda, welcome, yay. We have Callie, Lindy, and I'm gonna say Candy before I say Linda because I just said Lindy. Welcome, everyone. All right, perfect. We need a new one, but I'm gonna come in here with Coral Cabana. You do need to pay attention to what you're doing when you're doing something like this, because you could end up, you know, ruining your whole project after you've done all this inking. Yeah, like I just did. Just like I did. So it's got a little purple on it, but it's not ruined. All right, so let's take, yeah, I'm gonna do this one over here and then do it Coral Cabana. So don't forget to cover up all the inking that you've already done. Boo, but that's okay. That's okay. I got this one. Let's cover that one up. Durr. Woo. I've got everything moving and grooving over here. All right. Am I picking up ink and bringing it back? What am I doing? I think that blue is coming back on there from the, I might need to change my tape. All right, next color. I'm actually gonna, see if I can get that one fixed real quick here while I'm at it. Give me 1 second. Just gonna go back over that with some blue. Yeah, it'll just look like a shadow now that I've darkened it up. I'm not sure what's happening. I think I need some new tape for my, I'm picking up the blue from the coral, and I think that is overlapping into the Coral Cabana. So I'm gonna try some clean tape here. Yeah, that's better. Watch my waves over there. Much better. Let me, yeah, I gotta watch that with my yellow. I may need to use a clean side. It was definitely picking up the blue from the tape. Yeah, better, better, better. Yay. Okay. It was kind of muddy. I didn't like that. All right. So our next color looks like I'm going to have to go with Aquatini. Not Aquatini, but yeah, it is Aquatini because I got a little bit of blue there. Must be. Let me get some clean hands going. Trying to mask. I'm not doing a very good job tonight. All right. So, looks like clean tape is going to be the key here. I'm going to do that one. Okay. Clean up on aisle 4. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Can you see very well? Do I need to come in? Do I need to zoom a little maybe? We're on stencil 3. It's kind of late, isn't it? Sorry about that. All right. Let's go Aquatini. Get you. Okay. On the greener side of blue is Aquatini. Oh, see, I have my red. I didn't mask up my red. Some of you are probably over there out in YouTube land going, cover up your umbrella. Stop it, stop. Thank goodness I stopped. Yay. All right. There's that. And now I'm going to come over here. Shoo. This one won't matter so much. This one will. I'm going to do that. And do this. And then do this. So Aquatini. There's a lot to think about. Okay, perfect. Last one is Tiara. It was a lot of work for an umbrella. And I am going to use opposite sides because this part's clean. And so let's do this, and let's do this. Here's some Tiara. And kind of a yellow orange. We got some green in the corner there. I don't know where that came from. Maybe a little bit of blue on the stencil. All is well. Okay, next. Cover that. Whew. I know y'all are breathing a sigh of relief with me here. And the side is clean, I think. We'll just do that. And voila. Where did that green come from? It might have been on the stencil and I just didn't see it, but that's okay. Good enough. I should have cleaned it off as I went, but that's all right. Ooh, that is over. Now I'm going to do some hands. That's really cute, guys. Really, really cute. I've got some ink blending going on my umbrella, but regardless, it's really cute. Really liking that. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp some, I thought maybe I would stamp some sandals. And I just thought that would be really cute. I don't know if the birds will really fit very well. I think instead of doing the birds for my sky with the umbrella, I think I'm just gonna do a normal postage thing. Unless, running out of space here. Let's see. I'm gonna do a 25 cents up here and a 10 cents here. I'll grab some little tiny blocks. And anybody have any suggestions? Oh, thank you. Thanks, you guys. Okay. Bring that here. We're going to hand stamp. Oh, and I did terrible. You guys. Grr. I'll probably end up covering it up with one of the others. Okay, I pressed too hard. I know better than to do that. So now we're going to do, let's do 10 cents. All right, I know better than that. So we're not going to press so hard this time. I don't know what was wrong with me. You know what I could do? This is what I could do. Is I could do my 25 cents. And I'm going to do it. Take a piece of scrap white paper. I need a smaller piece than that. I'm going to take a piece of white. And I'm going to get my cashmere. No, I'm going to do it on white. And I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to do it again. Silly woman. And I'm just going to do it like kind of in the corner here. Perfect. Much better. I'm just going to trim and glue it over that. Like it's a real stamp without the edges. So I've cut it out. And there it goes. I'm going to have to trim it down maybe. No, I don't need to trim it down. It'll be just fine. Let's glue this on. And I don't know, I could do some cancellation on this. I'm thinking maybe I might do a cancellation on my umbrellas. So I just stamped that on some separate paper, and now I'm just gluing it on like it is a real stamp here. And I'm going to give it some edge. Scoot it over. There we go. And that actually is really cute. Like it's a real postage stamp. That's cute. That a way to fix your mistakes. Okay. And I might, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do a cancellation on this one. Unless I want a cancellation. You guys tell me, should I do my cancellation on here? That's kind of cute. Or here. I think I should do it here. Or cancellation on the 10-cent. I feel like I need to, if I'm gonna do it, I need to put like, I might put a, yeah, I think I'll do it there. See, I ask you, you're probably about ready to give me your 10 cents worth. And here I am. Oh no. Oh no. Tell me if you're still with me. I lost the broadcast. Ugh, so frustrating. Okay, and then I lost my stamp. There it is. Okay, I'm trying. Okay. I think I could do them both. I'm gonna do them both. Gosh, that would be really cute on this too, though, wouldn't it? Are we still here? Umbrella. You guys are still with me? I was having trouble with my broadcast. Tell me if you're still here. I think I'm gonna put a number here and then use it here. That's what I'm gonna do. There is a 15-cent one, and I'm gonna use that. And then I'm gonna do the cancellation one over that. I'm getting brave. Don't ask again. Oh my gosh. Stop asking me if you're just going to do what you want to do anyway. Don't ask my opinion. All right. Nice. Okay. It did freeze for a while. Okay. It gave me the option to recover it. And I think I got it recovered. Okay. So I'm going to do this one. Should I also do this one down here at the bottom? Should I do this one too? Should I do them all? Tell me what you think. Because I'm getting ready to do this one. Right over my 15 cents. Which is fine. I'm done. I'm done. So it looks fine. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to actually cut these and use them on as my piece for my BetterPress calendar. So here we go. The funny part is that sometimes a project can just wear you out. You're just like, okay, that's it. I'm done. We're not going any further. Before I ruin another thing. Have y'all ever been there? True story, Lindy. Oh, the postage stamp sets are really, really cute. All right, cutting these up. And now we have our bits and our pieces for the top of our calendar. Ooh, made it. Shoo. Okay. Get these out of the way. Like I said, don't ask. I ask, and then I do what I want anyway, and it was opposite of what you guys I saw it after the fact. That's really funny. Okay. So I'm kind of feeling like all my bits and pieces are going to come up here. it's gonna take up quite a bit. We're not even gonna see, I might even, like some of these I have stuff coming out over the top, and I think I might just do that. I might do this fun little collage with stuff sticking out the top. I could even do that, and this one could come here. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. That way we can see actually some of the water that some of our, yeah, I think that'll be cute. I wish I had my camera ready so I could just go snapshot it, but I'm gonna set it right here kind of as a reminder of what I'm doing. There we go. All right, let's glue this together. We're gonna do the BetterPress part of this next, and hopefully that goes fairly quickly. So, I'm actually not going to glue any of those waves. I'm just feeling like it might not be even necessary to do, so. Too much glue there. And, okay. So just lining this up. It's a little slippery because of the, we're laying this over some slippery paper. And I may have to trim that off at the end, but it looks pretty good. She doesn't listen. John would say that probably too. She's just gonna do what she wants anyways, and just don't even listen. Don't even talk to her. All right, let's do our BetterPress. I always need to have my, last time I did this calendar on here, I know that my piece is gonna probably come all the way, yeah, I need to do it. I need to measure that. And I couldn't find my T-ruler. It's around here somewhere. It's probably fallen down inside of this. I don't see it anywhere, so I have no idea what's happening. Probably, what can I use to measure this? Oh, I'll be right back. I got a centering ruler I could use. Can I put that up? My T-ruler's floating around here somewhere. So this one measures at 3.5. So if I did it at 3.5, there would be a little bit of an edge. And I think I want it to kind of, maybe I will. Maybe we'll do it. I was kind of wanting it to fill that bottom space, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna stamp this, or BetterPress this. Let's get our days of the week. And we need June 2025. And golly gee, Sunday is the 1st. So we need to have one that starts with, there it is, and it's 30 days. So that's perfect, I found it. So, June starts on a Sunday. and it ends the month with the 30th day. So those are all of our pieces that we need from that. Now we need our BetterPress stuff. And I'm going to, this is 4, because this is an A2. Turn this around. Set that there. No, I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna get that on there evenly. So now we're gonna go with our days of the week, which I'm just gonna lay it right there. I'm actually just gonna lay it right above it. I'm gonna butt it right up there next to it because it's got enough space. That way we don't have to worry about whether or not we're even. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the June 2025. Where's my, there we go, I think. There it is. And there it is. Okay. So I'm going to take my paper. I'm just going to kind of get it even on here in the center. Just like so. I'm going to do some double-sided tape on this back side here. So I'm going to do some double-sided, it's removable, so it's going to come off. Pop that on there, and I'm going to pick it up kind of like you would a stamp. We're going to pick it up, and now we're going to just turn this over and ink. All I have to do, and this is the same ink that I've been using. This is the VersaFine Clair. And now we're gonna run this through. Let me get roller through. I should probably put all of my stamps on a block so that they don't get stuck to something and I lose them. That has never happened to you, I'm sure. Okay, I'm rolling it through. Take this and move this out of the way. Whew. Okay. And there we have our calendar. Yay. Woohoo. Okay. Move this. Sort of that. And it just literally just rolls right off, folks. Just like that. Oh, whew. Now we're going to get down to brass tacks. I am going to do this inside. We're going to start with it on the inside. I'm going to do it at 3 3/4 for the sides. So when I cut this down, because it measures 4, I write believe this is 4. Yeah. So this is 4. So I'm going to take off 1/8 of an inch from each side. And I just lost my blade. Blade's not going in. There we go. Okay. So let's go with 1/8 of an inch off of each side. Turn this around. I'm just cutting that off down here. Running it at 1/8 of an inch again. Same on the other. And just getting that to fit right in. So we're going with that just so that, and it does not fit in there. I must have started with the wrong spot. Okay. This is 3 3/4. Did I measure this piece wrong? I did measure it wrong. Well, boo. Okay. It must have been wider than that. So we're going down. I thought it was 4, but it must have been a 4 1/4. So we got to go down another 1/8 of an inch for both sides. So I could have taken off. I'm at the wrong end. So I could have taken off 1/4 of an inch for each, off of each side. Oh well. So here we go. Another 1/8 of an inch each side. Now it'll fit in there. Yay. Okay. So it fits in there. And I want some shimmer. I don't know. Maybe I do want more shimmer. Maybe I want a smaller calendar. I kind of like the shimmer showing. I'm going to have more shimmer show. I'm going to have a shimmer show. I'm going to take off 1/4 of an inch. And this is the way to do it, guys. Just slowly, a little at a time, to kind of get a feel for. I'll tell you what I end up with a measurement. I'm going to need to take some more off this side. I'll tell you that right now because there's more. It's leaning this way a little bit more. And I like that. I do like the shimmer showing down there. Yes. Okay. So I need to take about 1/8 of an inch off this side. There we go. So that's good enough. So now our final measurement is 3 1/8. 3 1/8. And I'm going to come down here to 2 1/2. I'm not going to score it. Coming down here to 2 1/2. I could switch my blades if I wanted to, but I'm 2 1/2. Cutting off 2 1/2 from the bottom. So there we have it. And I think just having it with a little bit of that showing will be really, really cute. I like that. Okay. So we have, I'm going to eyeball it. I'm not very good with measuring and trying to do things perfect. So I'm going to eyeball it. Here, come back down here again. And I am going to take off. That's too much. I think I'm going to go to 2 inches. Yep. I'm going to go to 2 inches. So now this measures 2 inches and this measures 2 inches and this measures 3 1/8. And I like it just like that. That's cute. And now we get enough shimmer in there that it works. Okay. And now we can bring some of these postage pieces down. That's cute. I love it. Love it. Okay. I'm gonna go like, I think I'm gonna do this. I want this in the middle. I think I definitely want that in the middle. Yep. This is kind of big. I'm just saying, it's kind of big. So I'm having, my struggle is where it lands. So it's a good thing we have this smaller. I think that's cute. Kind of like a, yeah. I am gonna spread it out. There's no reason why I can't. It's a calendar. It doesn't have to fit within the parameters of an envelope. So I'm gonna spread it out. And bring that down. Yeah, that works. All right, I'm gonna start gluing because I feel like that works. Let's do it. It's gonna look different by the time I'm done with it anyway. I kind of have the gist of what I'm doing. All right. There we go. And yeah, pop that up. So we only need glue on this bottom half here. And straight. I'm going to do this one straight and then the other one can come in. Kind of at an angle. I think I got some glue on that edge there I'll have to deal with. Not much, just a smidge. It's good. Okay. And now I'm going to pop this part up on dimension, just like so. And I think I love maybe the calendar up a bit in the stamp bottom. Maybe the calendar up a bit in the stamp bottom corner. Oh. So like that? Ew. Yeah. That'd be different, wouldn't it? So like, well, now I wished I'd seen that sooner. Maybe just like so. I could tuck it. I could tuck it under a little. I was going to stamp some sandals in that. Darn it. And then eat, sleep, repeat, beach. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Well, I can't quite get it in the center unless I bring this up like that and then bring this here like this. So I could bring it down a little. What do you guys think? Bring up the calendar, put the calendar in the middle. Or I could do the calendar at an angle to do something different for a change. That's kind of fun. I'm looking at it overall. Oh, my brain is going symmetrical. I think we can do it like, I think it'll work like this. I think it's gonna work. Then if I pop that up on dimension, but I was gonna stamp some sandals. I thought the sandals would be really cute stamped, kind of right over here. But what if I stamp them on a separate, I don't know. I'm not feeling very brave right now. After all that hard work stenciling, I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not doing it. All that hard work. Okay, let me get my calendar down. If I had seen that sooner, what I do like the idea of the calendar being in the middle. What I would have done is brought this down a little bit more so there wasn't that gap there, because that gap bothers me a little bit. So I'm going to pop this here. That's cute. I really like that. And now I'm going to do this up on some dimension. I'm going to double it up too. Where's my, there it is. And then I'm going to put some, I am going to put those pearls on there. But I'm going to remember that next time, Kelly. Help me remember to try the calendar in the center for a change. That's kind of a cute idea. I like that. I have ink. It's transferring to. I'm actually going to do all of this like this because I think I'm going to get enough to just do it all at once. No, it's too late. It's on there. Let's just cut that. She's she needs an assistant. I do need an assistant. Who wants to volunteer? Anyone? Let's get some pearls on it and call it done. It's cute. I like it. So y'all be watching for the waffle flower release next week. I'm going to center this actually. I think I got it centered right there. Be a lot coming out on that. All right, let's do this. Let's get these pearls on here and be done. Find my smallest ones. And I think I'm going to try this red side. Last week I had a little bit of trouble. I could go medium and small. No bigs though. All right. Let's see. Let's lay these out. Get up here, Lindy. Let's see. Not sure about this. There's one. Yeah. I think the clusters need to be a little bit more, I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. Yeah? No? There's a delay, by the way. That's why it takes a while before what I ask gets to you. It comes back to me, it takes a while. And my apologies, I'm not always very patient to wait. So I'm thinking, I'm gonna go with that. I like that. I think that's fun. All right. I'm gonna go for it here. I think I've got it spread out the way I want it. I cannot say enough about this cashmere color for sand. Oh my word, you guys. It looks fantastic as a sand color. So I highly recommend it for sand. And you could probably go in harder, like a darker color if you're trying to get a cookie color, but I think this looks great for sand. I think it'll look great for cookies at Christmas too. That's just my opinion. Perfect. Yay. That is it. I think the only other thing that I might actually do is get some twine. And I can go grab it and add it after the live. But I think I might actually get some twine and bring it underneath here and just kind of make a bow. Maybe, yeah, I think I might add that. Whoops, we're kind of too close. Come on. Oh, it's not wanting to zoom back out. I think I have glue on my fingers. It's not. Come on. It's trying. Oh, well. Okay, I'll hold it out. Out and away. Trying to catch that all inside the frame. Yay! Woohoo! All right, I did it. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Thanks for razzing me and giving me a hard time, too. You know, I don't get enough of that. I certainly appreciate all of you joining me. It does make it a whole lot easier to craft when you're not by yourself. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, guys. You guys have a blessed rest of your day and week. And enjoy it, because May is ending. And now we have June, which is a wonderful month. I know somebody who was born in June that I love a lot. Oh, hello, Hockey Spaz. Thanks for joining. Thank you. And make sure to tell Lindy happy birthday. It's not her birthday for, quite some time into June, but she's my June birthday girl. All right. Take care, guys.